welcome back to another episode of NRL Unpopular Opinions. I am Ryan Cook, and joining me in a very funny little hat is our man.
Little?
It's actually quite big. Yeah, that's an understatement.
It's a large goose.
Quack, quack. The footy's back, baby. Let's go.
Hold on. Do they make quack, quack noises?
Isn't it honk, honk?
Oh, it was a silly duck.
You're a silly goose.
Oh my God.
It's not a good start.
If only my 5-year-old was here, he'd be able to articulate what's going on right
Not a
now.
good start. Just like our podcast multi for season 2026. Sorry, punters, and sorry, boys.
This is like the minor punishment for getting a leg wrong. And if you're listening to us and not watching, Oscar is wearing a goose on his head and very large sunglasses.
Not a live goose.
Yeah.
Well, it's moving a bit actually. Every time I wiggle my head.
It smells delicious.
The Hat Man's come to visit.
Jarrell Yaoyi, of course.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Round one officially here. We had a false start, obviously. Well, not a false start, but Vegas round, what do we call that? Round half? 0.5?
Vegas round, opening
Vegas round 0.5.
Little teaser.
But we've got rugby league this Thursday all the way through till Sunday.
Hallelujah.
We're officially back. Yeah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I mean, if you're a religious person, then you will be able to watch rugby league on Sunday because it's in the afternoon. Go to church, do your doings, and then head on to the other church, the pub.
Yep.
Say a few prayers.
Oh, yeah. Really excited for this week. Round one. Let's go, boys.
A man that never misses church on a Sunday, Liam Fogarty.
Oh, man, he's working overtime to keep me clean at the moment. Hello, boys. It's bloody good to be here. Oscar's never looked better, I reckon.
Folks.
I love this.
The Hat Man.
Yeah, you're excited to share this one with me.
So
My sleep paralysis demon.
So all the multi, us three got up.
Yep.
Yes.
And then Oscar fell over. Can we go through what we had?
Yeah.
why don't we get it out of the way?
I have this
Get
right
out
in
of the
front of
way.
me.
Get out of the way.
So, Jarrell, very boldly, Knights to win.
Yeah,
Well done.
245, I think. Was it? Yeah.
Hot start from him.
Really hot start.
Did you tip him in our tipping group too?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of 2-0 boys up. Only one person's on one tip.
There you go.
I'm pointing at Ryan.
What did you get, Ryan?
I had the Dogs plus 9.5, and then Fogs had Bradman Best and Purdue 1+ try combined.
Oh yeah.
Bradman Best looks strong.
The mug punter's leg never fails.
That's
eh?
it.
And then what did you have?
Well,
Champion?
I had Montoya or Tracy to score. My logic being that I wanted the left winger. And Montoya for the first time in his
We
Bulldogs
wouldn't even know
career.
anything about that. You wrote it on the WhatsApp group about 50 times.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's good to be back.
You look
I even
funny.
checked the numbers. Like, they didn't even change the numbers that Carraz and Montoya wore.
Well, it's 'cause
I
they
mean,
had-
you're a winger. Like,
They had.
I've
names
never
on the
heard of-
back.
they had names.
True, yeah,
Sure,
true.
but
They
I mean,
couldn't
for the
change
first
the
time
numbers.
in ever, Montoya and Carraz switched sides. Carraz scored. Montoya didn't. Oscar's a piece of shit. So sorry, guys.
And Tracy had a full breakaway and just had no gas.
Oh, he did. I must have got
Couple
up and
of
missed that because I did come back and my phone was going off
Oh
again.
my God.
What did he? What happened? Did he?
It was just
fall
like
over his own
sort
feet?
of a loose ball type play on situation.
Yeah.
No one played on but him, and they ran him down. It was just so
Treadmill.
bad. Treadmill
Okay.
Tracy.
Treadmill Tracy. Is that his new nickname?
Oh man, that's what
yeah, I
I'm.
wish I knew
Wow.
about it before I tipped you last week. But anyway.
Anyway, we can only look. We can only get better from here.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Surely that's where we go.
What else.
I think it's a
don't
pretty
know what
good
more
start.
I can do.
It's a great start. It's great to get out of the block system. This one. It's okay.
Round
We're
one.
going to be
Listeners, if anyone is a professional therapist, reach out, please.
Get a second swing at round one. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
That's very
Yep.
true.
You're okay.
And I think Fogs has taken some safe legs this year by the sounds of it. A little birdie has said that he's doubling down on last week's.
Oh, I don't know yet.
Combined try score
I'm going to
legs,
be
so-
changing.
I know we're not want to change too many rules, but are we bringing the low bet up? Like, are we going to go to $1.50?
up the blinds.
It was $1.40 last year.
Blind? Yeah, I like that.
Are we going to go to $1.50?
Yeah,
I
okay.
could go $1.60.
Oh, all right. Let me.
$1.50 sounds pretty good.
I think $1.50 is a nice, even, clean
Okay.
number.
Okay.
So we're going to cut it there.
Yeah, we'll cut it there.
$1.50 last year was $1.40.
Yep.
So if this podcast does go on for another year, we'll go $1.60 next
There's
year.
no if.
Sorry. No if. When it does.
It's going gangbusters.
We're going again.
Yeah.
All right. And we actually got to talk about the punishments at some stage.
We'll get, yes. Jeez, we've
Sorry,
had
I'm taking over. I'm just
We've
so
had-
excited.
yeah, no, understandable. We've had some great suggestions come through. We'll jump into this Zac Lomax stuff because Far out. It's been a 24 hours unlike anything else with this contract fallout.
What happened?
Bad management,
Do you reckon it's done? I reckon there's still more to happen.
No, I'm not really. To be honest, I actually don't care anymore.
Yeah,
it's at to the point.
It's a
now.
bit boring.
Like
in a
I
way.
want. Don't get me wrong. I want Zac Lomax an outcome for him, but I actually just don't care about because footy's back now. If this was the off season, give it to me because we need something to talk about. But I don't care anymore. Where footy is being played. Go to the Waratahs or something. Go somewhere else. If we can't get him in the rugby league, just move him on right now.
Just leave.
But I want the best. I want him to play footy. I want him to get paid too.
Yeah.
I don't want him. He's probably got, bills that need to be paid. So we want him to play some kind of sport. Let's just get him tennis, like something. Golf. They all like golf these days.
He wanted to fight in the UFC.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Isn't there a card coming in the UFC this year again?
Yeah, we're off to Perth in May.
Well, take him with you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Done deal.
Yeah, I'm over it.
I think Paramatta's lawyers would be laughing the amount of money they would have made out of this is incredible. They're always the winners in these situations.
There's a lot of chat on socials that Paramatta have dug their heels in, and for what? What have they got out of this? Well, it's a moral victory for them, right? I think every fan can see that if Lomax did sign with the Storm, it was a lose. It was a lose-lose for Paramatta in every single way.
And I don't think they were asking for anything that was wrong.
They're dying on the hill that they died on, whenever the contract was signed. I don't think there's a problem with that.
Contract, you've got to honour it.
And don't they, so now it's come out that they have to pay money to Paramatta, is that correct?
Pay their legal fees.
How much is that?
250.
Oh, that's a boat. That's a boat. So that'd be fine to them.
Yeah, that's pocket change for them. Yeah.
That's Mad Monday.
Is Lomax allowed to play for Para? Is that how it works?
Yeah, he will. But
if he wants
you go
to play,
back there now?
Well, I mean,
What if he watches them win 6 from their first 7 and then he goes, okay,
6-7?
Oh,
go.
Why did I do that?
Like this one. You have young children.
What have I done?
What
have I done? Yeah, I think it's gone past me now. We're ready to watch rugby league. I wish all the best for Zac and whatever happens to him. But yeah.
I reckon it might rock the Storm. Not rock the Storm, but, we're getting there.
Do you think they're in a fight for the top 8?
Some would say that.
Say the line, Oscar.
Everyone's starting to come with me though. It's good.
I think, even just the way people like Harry Grant and Cam Munster were talking about it in presses like a couple of weeks ago, it sounded like they thought he
was done. Yeah, it sounded like it was done.
But Money was pretty done with it a couple of weeks ago as well when he was talking about it.
Did you say dumb or done?
Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got to really...
Anyway,
Love Cam.
Move on.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zac.
I do wonder if we're going to see more of this kind of stuff though down the track with players because the mutual termination agreement in these contracts I think it's a big deal, and the way this is played out, I don't know if Lomax is almost trying to be the first to do this kind of thing, and there was a little bit of ego involved there. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're making an example out of him.
They have.
That's what I mean.
They really
Gone
have.
back the other way. hasn't it?
Could we see it had turned the corner of maybe players have gone, oof, I don't want to be there.
Yeah. Juice is not worth the squeeze.
No, correct.
Exactly right.
I love juice.
I love squeeze.
We're gonna start a new segment each week, and we all spoke about this when we got together during the off season about team of the week or player of the week. We only had 4 choices from Vegas, but team of the week, Newcastle Knights. And we're going to talk about ladders later on. None of us have them playing finals, but did we get them wrong? And I know, Oscar, you're writing an article on the Neds blog this week talking about how these teams have set up their players, but what have we seen from Newcastle? I thought overall it was a pretty good team effort in Vegas, and we saw all their superstars really step up, so encouraging signs for mine.
We saw Newcastle's best players put into positions to have positive involvements on the ball. We were looking at their spine in particular before a ball was kicked and saying they've got 3 running 6s. Who's going to organise their attack? Well, we kind of saw Kalen Ponga's going to kind of play like a hybrid 7-1 role, but they just stayed in their channels. Fletcher stayed on the left side. KP kind of went wherever he liked. Dylan Brown, for the most part, stayed on the right, and then wherever the ball was on the field, the 3 of them just reacted. And so if the ball was on the left, Fletcher Sharp's first receiver. KP jumps into the middle. D Brown plays the right open side. Like if it was in the middle, Fletch holds the left, D Brown's on the right, whatever. And I think the interchanging of between first and second receiver for those three guys, it gives defenders, like it's a lot of movement for defenders to consider.
Correct.
They had Dom Young would have scored if the game wasn't played at Allegiant Stadium. We talked about the width of the field.
Certainly did.
Dom Young would have scored inside 5 minutes. In that instance, it was Dylan Brown at first receiver. He goes into the line with a double lead shape, and Kalen Ponga is sweeping out the back as a traditional fullback would. He gets the tip on, and Dom Young just got, I think he might have got thrown into touch. Anyway, in the second half, Kalen Ponga gets at first receiver, skips across field, drops a couple of guys underneath, and then throws to Dylan Brown, who's out in the tram lines, and Dill Brown then throws through to Gagai to Dom Young, and he scores. So it was basically the same kind of shape, but they're putting different guys in different positions, which as a defender, that's really difficult to get a read on what's coming, and you get called conditioning the defence, like you saw what Galvin did with Preston putting him through. That we'll talk about that a little bit later, but like attack will try and condition the defence into expecting one thing and then hit him somewhere else. It's hard to know what's coming when it's a different shape every time.
Yeah, and both of them are different tempo players as well. Like when KB comes on the ball, you're sort of worried about his pace because he doesn't look ultimately fast, but he glides across the ground. Like it's like watching horses race. You know, when you've got longer strides in a horse, but they don't look like they're running. That's what he looks like. He doesn't look like he's running too fast, but he just moves very well. And then what you've got to worry about him is, you know, he's got feet. So you're scared of him coming back on the inside of you. So you got to keep your body square and try and get to him as best as possible. But both of them change position, like Oscar said. It's hard to defend both of those positions. So they're going to be a problem in attack. Whether they get there a lot this year is the problem. They've got to make sure they do that week in and week out. I think it's a huge adrenaline rush for all four of these teams to play in round one.
Yep.
They also get a week off the Knights, I believe, this week. Next week, sorry. So they get a bye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they obviously don't play this week.
So, mate, they've come out red hot. I'm not saying I don't like Newcastle. I haven't picked them in my top 8. I do think they've still got some, you know, problems to fix.
Some upside as well.
But some great upside.
They'll surprise if, like they did in
correct. They'll win some games, and they'll win some games pretty comfortably as well. But, yeah, I just think that they've got to go a full year with a new coach. It's not always easy.
It was only the Cowboys too.
That's exactly right.
When was
you've copped some from the Cows.
When was the last time you enjoyed watching Newcastle play? Like I've really actively avoided them maybe the last 5 years, maybe longer. But that I really enjoyed watching them get around.
I'm going to say the last time I enjoyed them was when Mitchell Pearce first went there.
Yeah.
After the Roosters signed Cooper, and it was like, oh damn, that Junior's been at that club his whole life. He's just been moved along so they can, like, it almost felt a little bit sorry for him. And he went over to Newcastle and they killed it for the first 10 weeks. It was like it fit like a glove there. So yeah, it was a while ago.
And I don't think we've seen them, you know, apart from that 1 year where they went on that 7 in a row to fall into the finals.
Yep. Yeah.
Haven't really seen them be consistent. I think we probably will see a little bit more consistency, but I think we'll see a lot of drop-offs as well in some games. So yeah, they've got the big new shiny car now. They just need to make sure they oil him up enough and keep him going for the next 10 years.
Do you think we've seen signs of this last year under O'Brien, or is this like their attack?
Not at all.
Or is this a completely new?
It's completely.
Yeah, they looked red hot.
Yeah,
I mean, Kalen Ponga hasn't been used in that role ever.
The way he was setting up the wingers and stuff was just so good to watch.
Yeah, they looked
with his quick hands.
Yeah, and they I think he threw one out to Best, and Best wasn't quite ready for it.
And he sprayed him.
They haven't. Yeah, they haven't quite remembered how to play with him.
It's probably a good.
He's moving too quick for half of them as well.
Yeah, once they click. What's the news on Fletcher Sharp? Is he okay?
He's out.
PCL.
Yeah.
So it'll be six-ish weeks. So it's
a round. I think I heard round 4,
maybe less. Yeah.
So
because he looked terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm saying it.
Really
hot
good.
take.
He looked really good.
He did look really good.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that Newcastle have come out of the box because when you know you've got an extra week off the week after, you can't really lose that game. You have to give everything to win it because you're getting four points straight out of the blocks in the first 2 weeks immediately. That's a good way to start the season.
Set the tone.
Yeah.
So let him know early.
I think what you might be alluding to, Gerald, is Newcastle's pack probably not their strong suit.
No.
This year, they can get up for a game like that, which they clearly did.
Definitely.
Can they do it for 27 weeks in a row? That's probably the next challenge for them.
Yeah.
It's more concerning for me is what it says about the Cowboys.
Well, let's get into that because missed tackles, errors, all the stuff we saw last year from them, and it's a very small sample size, and I guess we get paid to have these knee-jerk reactions at this time of year, but if you're a Cowboys fan, yeah, you got to be. And our boss is a Cowboys fan, and he's rightfully very worried.
It was, I listened to the Buy Round podcast on the drive in today, and if you haven't heard Luke Keary jumping on there and talking footy with Jammer this year, highly recommend because Kez is the man.
Yep.
He said that he spoke to some Cowboys players the morning of, and they told him that the game plan was to go straight through the front door against Newcastle's pack. Respectfully, they just completely shut that door on them. Like Taumalolo, Griffin Neem, Cohen Hess, Helam Lukey looked good, but like they got some destructive ball carriers, and that was their game plan, was to go straight through the middle, and they couldn't do it. Like that's concerning.
That's telling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Taumalolo did look.
He looked
strong.
Did he look cumbersome though? Like a bit like. You're right. Like I noted his first couple of carries. I was like, wow,
Intent.
This dude is.
I would say he was running with intent.
Yeah,
definitely.
But it was kind of.
But if you can't get off the back of that, they looked lost at times, close to the line. Their attack just looked like they were going sideways. The only time they really had a sort of a shot at them was when Fletcher Sharp went down, and it sort of ruined what the Knights were doing.
That was so dumb from Newcastle, letting him defend there as well.
Yeah,
that was a free try.
I think it's hard though, Fogs, because I feel like if you're a player,
well, yeah, you want to.
You go, I'm okay. Then you can't. The trainer can't really swear at you and say get off the field. Yeah. So that's probably a bit on him. I know a lot of people are coming at the trainer, but I got to say, Fletcher Sharp would have been pushing back on that. Yeah. So
and good on the Cows for sending the traffic.
Well, Tommy went straight there. Yeah. He went straight there and short ball straight over. Perfect. But that was really sort of their only period where they looked scary.
Yeah.
When they had that interruption from players in that defensive line. But as soon as Smith came on and got into the game, they looked a little bit better.
They just look tired, which blows my mind. Yeah, because you have all preseason up in Townsville, which is hot and humid. Like
it was cool there. It was nice and cool there.
Yeah, like you should be the most conditioned and red hot team out of the gate. Like if you're
maybe they need to play in the heat though. Like there's something about when I like this is just personal reference. When I train in the cold, I hate it. When I train in the heat, I want to train harder. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's something in
Cowboys at home.
But they didn't have a good home record last year.
No. So I think they're in a bit of strife. If they don't start to pick their act up early in the season, they're in a bit of strife. Their coach could be in a bit of strife as well.
They just keep trying to do the same every year and expect a different result.
Yeah. Definition of insanity.
But yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, I think defence was their biggest problem last year. It was the second worst defensive team in the comp, and they leaked 28 points on a skinny field in Las Vegas against the Newcastle Knights. So that's concerning, right? But I think for me, and that's what I'm talking about in the blog this week, is we talked about how the Knights and the Doggies and the Dragons to some extent put their best players in positive involvements on the field. To me, it felt like the Cowboys are still trying to figure out what that right mix is in the spine, which was a problem for them last year. They tried Purdue and Clifford in there at different times. And now they've introduced Reed Mahoney to their attack. Reed got hammered on the socials over the weekend for being a ball hog. That's what they brought him there to do.
Yeah,
like the Cowboys don't have a ball-playing middle. They don't play with someone like that through the middle who can control their attack in that middle channel. Reed can take over, and to be fair, he probably threw a couple too many passes in good ball maybe in his first outing in Las Vegas. But I think overall he can be a feature of the best version of the Cowboys attack, asking a lot of questions close to the line because it frees Dearden up to pick his moments. But I think there's like the challenge for Peyton and the Cows, in my opinion right now, is trying to find what that balance is, because for every involvement Reed has in attack, it's one less for Tom. And for every involvement that Jackson Purdue has, who it's also evident the Cowboys look better when he's on the ball, he's at left centre. So in order to get him the ball, Clifford has to get the ball at left side 5'8", or left side half. So suddenly you got Reid taking possessions, Clifford taking possessions to get Purdue possessions. To me, it felt like Dearden didn't play on the ball as much as he needs to.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll see different variations of the three of those guys in the spine at different points, but that was to me a glaring kind of issue for the Cows in round one.
How long till they get rid of Clifford and put Purdue there full time? Because I did not see anything that I liked out of Jake Clifford in Vegas.
I think it comes down to what sort of footy they want to play. Like, I've been a Jake Clifford guy for a long, since he was at the Knights. I really liked him. But if you want Clifford in your team, I think his best qualities is he's an organising 7. He needs to be the voice of your attack. He needs to point and pass people around the field. He needs to be in position for a 5th tackle kick. He's a good kicker. He's a right-footed kicker, put on the left side, mind you, which isn't ideal either. But is Clifford ever going to control the Cowboys' attack when Dearden, Reid, and Drinkwater are in the spine?
Yep.
Probably not, right?
No.
So therefore, do you just bite the bullet and look at what the Knights did on the weekend and say, all right, our 3 best attacking players on the ball are Purdue, Drinky, and Dearden.
Yep.
Let's get them in the spine and we'll figure out a way to get them on the ball. And unfortunately, maybe that means Clifford isn't the fit for the Cows in this version of the Cowboys.
What do you think Reid's best asset is?
I think he can control their good ball attack. He's got a nice little kick in him as well. But if he controls plays 1, 2, 3, and 4, so long as he's getting the ball to a Dearden or a Purdue when they call that general play, I think that's what Reid's best asset is. He controls the ball, where the ball goes, what they're trying to do, what points they're trying to hit. And to me, that felt like that's why Canterbury got rid of him too, because Canterbury want Galvin to do that.
Yeah.
They don't want a half.
I think I love characters in the game too, but I think Reid just needs to shut up and start playing footy. Because, I want characters in the game. But if he's playing good footy and he's talking crap, that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like he puts a lot of his energy into trying to put people off their game.
He's a pest.
Yeah, okay. which is okay, but if he just put his head down, right, and played footy and then got to an area where he was comfortable, then go at people and then, spray people. But I feel like if you ask a lot of people what's wrong with Reid Mahoney, I think they're going to say, well, he just talks a lot of crap.
Do you think he was that bad in Vegas? I didn't really notice it. I think he hit Ponga once and gave him a bit of lip, but other than that, I didn't see any
I'm not just saying that game. I'm just saying, I just think in general, there's been, he does it at every club, and I love that. Like I said, I don't want to take it personally.
Mate, I love sledging.
Yeah, I don't want to take that. Wing. I don't want to take the personality away from him. They can't hear me from out there.
And he's the kind of guy who plays better with a chip on his shoulder, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But I've got a feeling you look at some of the best hookers that have come through our game. Not all of them are sledgers.
No.
They're just.
There's a couple of good ones.
How can you sledge when you've got to make 60 tackles a game
and 180 passes?
Shows his conditioning.
Yeah, I just think that don't stop doing it. Just curve it and worry
Pick your
about
battles a bit more.
Yeah, and worry about playing footy, and then you'll have your ammo.
Who's the best sledger that you came up against?
Well, you played next to Hodjo. Surely that's the answer.
Yeah, I've watched. Sorry. I've been front row seat at Justin Hodges give some to some people, so there was never really anyone giving it to us.
Oscar, you want to talk about Lachlan Galvin, and we could spend 25 minutes on this, but please do.
The Galvinator?
Yeah.
Try and do more serious analysis with this goose flapping around.
I prefer it.
You're getting all the clips this week as well.
I just thought it was interesting on the socials over the weekend, seeing the rhetoric around Lachie not being a traditional 7 kind of reared its head again. Feels like every year there's a new kind of trending opinion, like Nico not being a 7 was there for a while, and I think the 6 and 7 chat. Sorry, just before you go on.
Don't joke.
No,
Thank you very much, listeners.
I didn't.
He did. Yeah. What do you
there was a period of rugby league for the last 5 or 6 years where, or 7 to 10, say, where I thought 6s and 7s were closer together in how they played their style of footy. I think that now that the game's gotten a lot more technical, now we're seeing a lot more different with a 5'8" and a halfback.
Gee, I reckon it's gone the other way.
No, I think
one of us is wrong.
Come on, boys.
I think that we're seeing more of a traditional halfback and a traditional 5'8" now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say my bit and then you can tell me why I'm wrong. But to me,
I would
it
never
felt
do
like
that.
the game's speeding up now. you don't need to plan 3 or 4 phases in advance to create the look you want, because it's going so quick. If you just get 3 quick play the balls in a row, there's going to be a half break somewhere, and you need running reactive on the ball players to capitalise on those looks. Tom Dearden, Lachlan Galvin, Jerome Hughes, Nathan Cleary's a bit of an exception because he thinks he's playing so far ahead of everyone else. But to me, it felt like in the past, you needed that 7 who goes, all right, we're going to get to here, then we're going to get to here, we're going to get this guy to come into the tackle here, so this middle flips, and therefore, on tackle 4, my 5'8's going to have a look down the short side, and he's going to get him. Whereas now it's like, bang, 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 and then if there's a slow retreater here, I need my left side half to be ready to hit the advantage line and go. If they get their numbers wrong on this side, I need my 7 and my 1 to be able to pull shape and get the ball to our winger and capitalise on that look. So, for me, it was like, I don't know, everyone was hammering Galvin for not managing that field goal set and not putting another player in position to take the shot as well. I mean, I know Galvin has a responsibility there, but it's not just a 20-year-old halves job to get them where they need to for Birdo to take the shot.
I actually don't think it is one individual's job, but I also think that if you are the person taking the field goal, you immediately go. It should be you immediately go. I want 3. I want 3 to the middle or 3 to the left, and let's set up.
So why is Social saying Galvin didn't organise that field goal set instead of saying Burton didn't organise?
Because it's Lachlan Galvin.
He's got the 7 on his back.
Because he's got the 7 on his back.
Correct.
Nice. And
correct.
Yeah. So for me, it was just wrote about a little bit in the blog this week, but Galvin's playing on the ball, asking questions in multiple areas on the field. I mentioned that Jacob Preston try before. That was
slick.
That is textball halfback
champagne regularly. That was gorgeous.
He runs a great line.
He goes, yep, I can get on the outside of Luciano Leilua. He does it. Kyle Flanagan turns in like the slightest little turn in.
Yep.
And Galvin sees it, and literally 2 tackles later, he overcalls Birdo on the left, bang, bang, and Preston runs a great line.
Baptizes Gutho.
Didn't he what? Talk about sledging.
Blesses him.
Put him to his knees.
Yeah. Sorry, talk about stepping. I think who did he give? Galvin gave a fair bit to whoever he passed on, I'm pretty sure, as well. Might have been Luciano Leilua. Turned back and just looked at
let him know about it?
Yeah! Right in his face.
He's a lippy little
brave man.
Yeah. I love it, man.
He's got a lot of teeth.
He's a lot of fun.
And Gutho literally sent to the shops. Just kept walking. Honestly, go get a hot dog, son. Go sit in the crowd, because Jesus Christ, he left-footed him hard.
Looked like his controller disconnected.
Talk about Sunday service. Jesus.
See ya. Love you, Gutho.
All right. We might take a little break because we've got a lot to get through with our ladder predictions on the other side of this break. NRL Unpopular Opinions. Boys, time to jump into these ladder predictions. And if you're watching us on YouTube, we'll probably put this up on Facebook as well. We've got the graphic behind us, all 17 teams. Geez, the Facebook commenters haven't missed. This has been up on the socials for 24 hours or so, folks?
How dare you put X team so low, because I think X team is much higher.
Why do they have to be middle-aged men?
I'm surprised. It's a small graphic.
Middle-aged men? That's not what I sound like. Sorry. No. Why do you have to put old men? We've copped a bit of heat, haven't we?
We have. Michael said Oscar doesn't know ball. Canberra 16th. Liam has no idea.
Well,
why just Oscar? Everyone's put him out of the.
I know. Unfair on Oscar.
Poor Oscar.
Carol says interesting. Most think Brisbane will be on top. I don't know if that is that interesting. Idiots. Lots of Knights fans coming out of the woodwork too. Idiots thinking the Knights will be 11th or 12th.
Yeah, of course. It's the first time I've been lippy in
months.
On your Knights fans.
Exactly right.
Keep chatting.
Yeah, you should buy your grand final tickets now. Make them non-refundable. Get your flights, get your comm, get the penthouse. Now's the time.
Bring your family.
You guys are top of the table, and I think it's going to stay that way all year.
Book it in.
Yeah.
I really, really hope they get back up the ladder so we can replay that. Just for you, folks.
I'm not getting a Newey tat. That's the one thing I'm not doing.
I guess first observation here is 3 of us have the Bronx finishing minor premiers, except for you, Oscar, and I don't think anyone's going to disagree with you putting Penrith there. We sort of spoke about this last week. And then the other observation is all of us except Fogs have the Roosters in the top 4. So walk me through that, Fogs.
I just I feel like I've said it a million times, and this is something that you can't really factor for, but for some reason the Chooks get more injured than anyone else, and I just, they've got all the Ferraris, but if they all break down like they have every other year, I think those 4 teams will be better. I'm not going to say they're going to be bad. I'm really excited to see Ches play in that system, but I don't know. I like 4 more teams more than the Roosters.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Let's pick one from each of us to sort of explain. Ryan, I'll put you on the spot here. You can kind of answer probably the same one that I'm going to be forced.
And this was, we didn't even know, correct? Like, just want listeners, we want you to understand this. We didn't speak to each other about this.
No, this is 100%
behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah, for sure.
Ryan and I have both got Melbourne finishing 9th.
Yes.
What's your logic behind that one?
Similar to what Fogs has just said about injuries, if Money or Hughes get hurt, I don't think they have the depth to stay up there. And when you look at like the Dolphins, the Rabbitohs, the Raiders, Eels, there's a lot of teams fighting for that 7 to 8 spot, and I just think they could be the ones that miss out if things don't go their way.
Yeah, they suddenly have really poor depth on paper. So that doesn't speak to whatever hidden gems Craig Bellamy's been, cooking up in the.
He's got some wonder kids
in the cryo chambers down there that we don't know about. But on paper, I mean, like the easiest example right now is Xavier Coates has just gone for the first half of the season.
Exactly. Yeah.
They need to choose between Moses Leo and Hugo Peel to play on the
majority
on the
of people have never heard of before.
Correct.
And the other thing,
neither of them are specialist wingers. So
Lomax situation.
Maybe
I reckon they probably thought that was their fullback as well coming in to this. Which there's been a lot of noise in the last month about this, and it hasn't gone their way. Melbourne, they obviously haven't replenished the players they've lost. I don't think
that's the other thing. Like
usually they do. Like Usually we see guys leave clubs and go there.
Yep.
We just haven't seen it. The reason why I think they're in the, and you guys have put them out, which I want to. Reassure. I said that they would be in a fight for the top 8. I didn't say they would miss it. So who was Carl was coming at me for that?
For the Wars.
For the Wars. So someone come at me for the Melbourne stuff as well. But anyway, I said they'd be in a fight for the top 8 because I believe their depth isn't there. I feel like every year they talk about how they've got to get off to a great start in the first 10 rounds. They're missing a lot of players that I believe are sharp for them. Yeah. And if they win 5 and lose 5, I don't think that's a success for the Melbourne Storm in the first 10 rounds.
Well, let's stick with your ladder because you're the only one that's got the Raiders in the 8.
Yep.
The rest of us are all, Oscar in particular, you're very low.
Big fan,
16th, that probably deserves some explanation in itself.
First to 16. Sorry, Ricky. No spoons for you, mate. We've been over that. But big fades. I think they overperformed last year. I think Fogarty was immensely important to how they attacked, and that's a lot of responsibility on Ethan Sanders, who pedigree-wise, like potential, he looks like a genuine NRL halfback, but how long does it take to get there to the level that Fogarty was at? Their spine's so young now. Fogarty, Strange, Weeks, and then a hooking rotation of Starling, Jaden Brayley, and Owen Paddy.
Do you mean Sharp? Huh? Strange? You said Fogarty.
Strange.
Fogarty.
Oh, sorry, Sanders.
Yeah. Stop thinking that Fogarty's in there.
They suck.
Your family. Sorry.
Jamal's pretty good.
I just think, I think Jamal's a big loss, and
Personally, for me, I just don't think that a team that won the minor premiership by 4 points
can fade that
much. I believe that they will fade. I believe from that 5th to 12th spot, it's always really tight anyway. I'm not saying I'm confident that they are going to blow everyone out of the water, but I believe that Canberra will survive. I think their draw is pretty favourable for them. Last year it wasn't. The start of the year they had Vegas, and they got through it. I believe this will be a breath of fresh air for them. So I believe that they will get off to a good start. They'll hang on and they'll sit, which I still think will be a really tight from 5th to 10th place.
Oscar.
Yes, sir.
Rabbitohs playing finals. I
100%.
can't, when I was doing mine, I was very close to putting them in. every reason to think they can do it if they stay healthy.
Oh, yeah. How many injuries did they have last year? All of them. All of the injuries. And
he might get injured saying it.
Yeah.
So just
he's torn a cartilage. I think they were incredibly unlucky last year. I think they're another team that's got immense talent. They've got Uncle Wayne. They've just got Fafita, who's going to have a renaissance. I think 8th might be their floor if they don't get hit by the big old injury stick again this year.
Yeah, the belief and confidence are an amazing thing in rugby league, and we've heard Jai Gray did a podcast the other day talking about basically how Wayne handled the past 12 to 18 months in Redfern, and he didn't expect them to win every week. So we've got a team of 30 odd blokes who haven't been expected to win a game of football for the most part for the last 2 years of their career. Now they roll out a team with, as you said, a couple more big confidence pieces. And a fit bill of health. I think we're going to see a big bounce back from the Bunnies, or I hope we will, at least.
And then, Gerald, I called you out a few weeks ago because you said the Wars weren't going to play finals. And I said, if we get to this point where we do the ladder and you have them in the 8, I'm going to say something. But you stuck true to your word. Yeah. You got them finishing 11th, and Carl's going to be probably writing into the show again.
Yeah, look, that's fine. Right all you want.
He's sitting out there. We can drag him in.
Right all you want. No, look, like I said, I've been a big fan of the New Zealand Warriors. Still am. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. But from the people that I've chosen in the top 8 this year, some teams have to fall out. And as you can see, from all of us boys, very different. We all think very differently, which is fine. But I'm sticking to my guns, and I just think the New Zealand Warriors will have great periods in the competition this year. But I also think they'll lose games that they should win. And I believe that's just not good enough for them, and I think they'll fall out of the 8. So I've put them in the 11th. Like I said, I still think it's going to be that tight little period of, we always see it. There's 2 points or there's 4 points in that to get in the top 8, and it always happens every single year. So I'm sticking to my guns, and that's what my ladder is.
Okay.
We'll go one more for you, Ryan. My boys from last year, the Cronulla Sharks. Yeah. In 3rd for yourself.
Yep. I said, I think last week, they're one of the most settled teams, I think, in the comp. There's no real turnover in terms of talent. And then the draw they have through the origin period is where they're going to really pick up some points. They got a tough start to the year, but I think that's where you're going to see them just soar into that top 4 calculation.
That's exactly why I backed them for top 4 last year.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Because they weren't going to have a single origin player missing. Yeah, and they dropped 4 or 5 during that period. So
maybe they've learned from it. Maybe they've learned from it.
Did they learn?
They were the only team last year without an origin player.
I think you did say that last year, yes. Correct.
But they'll lose AFB now because of the bloody new rules.
Yep, they will.
They will. It's interesting, boys, because like I said...
And we're the boys from Blue New South. With Queensland, we can't hear ya.
Look at that duck dance.
That hat looks so good.
It's the worst song I've ever heard. I love you. That's a terrible song.
It's such a good song.
No, it's not. They don't sing it much.
That's why you're
we're still learning the words.
And obviously at the bottom, me and Ryan have gone the Dragons. Even though we've seen signs in Vegas, I think adrenaline, I just don't think they have the depth. I'm sorry, St. George fans. I just don't think they have the depth. I think they've got some great young talent coming through, but someone's got to finish in last place.
I will say I locked this in before the Vegas games, and now that I've seen them play, well, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I have them finishing wooden spoon.
Who would you have then?
Probably the Cowboys. Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, it's hot take
Can't
on
go
one
back
game.
on that now. Gee,
no, I'm not going back.
Yeah, don't go back on them.
Still on the Dogs. And then Oscar, you got Sea Eagles wooden spoon.
Yeah, I tipped them on our first podcast. So before the trials came out, I got them at about 17s, I think, for the spoon. Since then, I've seen a lot of other people tipping them as well because the trials weren't very convincing. Big, immobile middles, not inexperienced, but like Ches is a big loss. Lachlan Croker is a massive loss.
It's going to be interesting to see life after Daly Cherry Evans.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, because he's been there since 2011.
That's a long time,
A long time, man. And as much as, Fogarty's a great football player, I believe that's... As much as you hear the outside noise and people going... There's a lot of people calling Daly selfish. Like guys... you're off your heads. He is a true manly seagull. Like, he's played over 300 games there.
He's barely missed a game in.
He does everything for you each way. And this is not from being a friend of his, like from purely looking at football sense. He has tried to be available as much times as he possibly can and played to, I think, to a high standard of rugby league as much as he possibly can over those times as well. So it is going to be interesting to see where they go this year. And yeah, they've got a pretty good first 3 rounds at home in Four Pines, so they need to take advantage of that.
Your man Joey Walsh has been given the number 14 jumper for round 1.
Well, I said that I believe that he would play the most of his footy in...
Yeah, he'd replace Luke Brooks this year.
I think that he will play more footy in the halves than Brooksy. Yep. Or one of them, sorry.
Yeah, well, there's been very similar chatter coming through since the trials as well. So big watch on Brooksy this weekend.
All right, let's jump into the mailbag. Well, we don't have a huge amount this week, do we, folks?
No.
But we do have sort of... We'll pivot this in with the multi-punishments. And I know, Gerald, you've had a few people weigh in with what they
punishment I have.
So enlighten us.
Yeah, this has been pretty interesting. Most of these are friends, not most of them. Sorry, half of them, and then half are just from the punters, which has been, which has been really nice. Some of them have been ones that we've heard about before as well, which you're always going to have. But one of them was it's a sort of a public shaming. You go to a restaurant you go to a restaurant / pub. From open to close. So I think that's a fantasy one.
Yep.
You've heard that before.
That is a fantasy of mine, actually.
It's a fantasy of mine as well. I'm hoping I lose. And and we do not condone drinking, obviously, but every beer you have takes an hour.
Gerald's tipping Alex 12 for 3 on the podcast.
I'd love to live at a pub for 24 hours. Every beer, so we could choose a restaurant or a pub, but either a beer or some type of food you eat, you take off an hour.
Okay.
Which is a
pint
good
or
one.
schooner? Because
we could throw that to the punters as well.
Folks, you're in trouble after that biz challenge a couple of
Oh yeah,
holy
I got a little belly.
So I think I've seen people. I did talk to Daly Cherry Evans about this.
Oh, what?
And he said that he's done one. He lost a fantasy and he did one at McDonald's, and he did a cheeseburger one for 24 hours. He had to be in there for, and every cheeseburger he ate took off an hour. So
that's our NFL punishment.
Yeah, I think he was there for like. Can you imagine seeing? At Manly,
just walking.
Daly Cherry Evans just sitting in the corner. I was on the phone to him when he was doing it that time, but he said that's a good punishment. He said he hated it. It was embarrassing. So it's a good one. Another public shaming one, which we already have connections in this place. Stand-up comedy.
Oh, jeez. That's my worst nightmare.
Which is
God.
For a set for 5 minutes or something, I think it'd be great content.
No.
At the comedy show in Paddington.
Yeah,
don't
Shad
we have Shay? He could sort that out.
Would we write our own material, or are we going to write the material?
No, you have to write your own material, I believe.
I might disappear forever.
It's
look how uncomfortable Ryan is.
4 minutes of your own material and then one that we get to provide.
Oh God! And you can't say that you're there for that reason.
So you got to pretend you're a legit comedian.
Correct. Yeah. Crickets, so funny.
What if I kill it?
Physical pain, so getting tackled by a rugby league player of a known, someone known. Paintball, getting shot by paintballs.
I did that the other day.
Pretty
it's
good
not
one.
fun.
Or something to do with Jackass. You know, that's something that they've done.
The giant hand.
Something. One of the greatest episodes ever.
Some of the
greatest.
What about the flying dildo?
You just like the dildo. Fox is not about that. It's not about the flying.
He didn't like that one.
That's not a punishment.
What about like running in a race, so like a 5K race, but dressed up in something? So fully dressed up in, I don't know, whatever you feel uncomfortable.
You always bring it back to running, bro.
No, I don't.
You said you didn't want to run last week as well.
No, I don't. But I'm not going to lose. So, and they were my punishments. That
I like. Okay. There's a lot of winners there.
Yeah, there is. I think the one that stood out to me was a comedy, not just before this. But
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's good content for us.
Yeah.
To go, So It could be even better if you fill it with
that's
fill the room with people you know.
It's character
which is
building as
harder.
well.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for me. It's harder with people I know. Like if it was just random people, I actually wouldn't give a hoot. I would not care one bit. I'd just get up there, get really drunk, and then just do it.
Easy for the ex-footy player to say that.
Yeah, but it's a comedy show. No one's going to know me at the comedy show, surely.
At the paddo?
No.
Oh, I think when your opening line is, "G'day, punters, my name's Aurelia.
Yeah.
3 games for Queensland, 3 games for Australia."
You're not. You're
What all
you're
about those
forgetting
small
that-
penises? I would just laugh at everything I do anyway, so it doesn't matter. So let's just do that one because that makes you feel uncomfortable. Have you got any? Sorry,
That's bad,
Throwing
eh?
any?
That's
Well, the Facebook commenters do.
We've got
Yep.
some mailbag.
Oh, we do. Okay.
We've already discussed this one. Todd Duncan, loser gets forklift certified.
Okay. Is a forklift hard to get?
I think it's like a day.
Well, there's day courses you
Yeah.
can do.
Oh man, I went and did my blue shirt the other day, and I've never felt so uncomfortable being like it's a rugby league thing, right? But you're still just like
It's a training. It's a whole training.
you're
day.
just in a room full of people.
sounds awful.
No, and it's
Say less.
just trying to do something, like you already know it, but you have to do it. I don't know anything about forklifting.
No.
So this would be very
Is
interesting.
there much to know? Like, I don't know.
Oh, easy.
Is it? I don't know.
Easy. There'd be a few people. That wasn't me. To all the people
Ryan,
who work hard on forklifts. My
Yeah.
brother works, he actually works in a forklift, actually,
Okay.
so I can ask him.
These are all mailbags from the Cooperoo Cricket Club. These are boys I've played.
Oh, so you know these guys.
Far too much cricket.
You can
So
read
these
it.
will be boring.
This is actually Timsy's mate Hellcat.
Hellcat? Is
Yeah,
that his
do you
name?
remember
Oh, I
Hellcat?
do, yeah, okay.
Hellcat's written in a few times. He said, "Boys, a footy question and a punishment suggestion." So we'll start with the punishment because then he's got a question. Punishment: you have to watch one episode of your most hated reality show, Maths, The Kardashians, The Block. Write a serious and balanced review of it, and the review is either recorded for socials or written as a blog post. To which some bloke called Oscar Panafex has replied and said, "Good idea, but Fogs loves maths." I
can't
absolutely
write.
do.
I don't know
I
how to
haven't
write,
missed
so
an episode this year.
Tough one. Tough
I know
one.
you, friend.
Yeah.
So what's like your most hated reality show then? Love is Blind?
I hate The Block.
See,
What?
I love the block.
No, I
love The Block.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I think
What's
it's
wrong
just,
with you?
It's a hour and a half ad for
Yeah.
Reese Plumbing like 3 times a week.
Put some respect on Scotty Canberra, right?
on Reece
It's an
Plumbing.
ad
Yeah,
for
that too.
Macca's, it's an ad for Bunnings. It's just it's a commercial, and then it cuts to commercial.
You
breaks.
forgot Arnott's Bickies?
Arnott's big, yeah. Oh God,
Great.
leave me out.
And
of it.
McDonald's, too.
Yeah.
I love the coffees, too, by the way.
We've upset some people today.
Yeah, I don't want to hear his question about footy. Let's move on.
Sorry, Hellcat.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hellcat. We don't have time.
We've
for
run
it.
out of time.
Yeah. What's the other ones? Any more?
No,
that's it for this week.
I think the top 2 for me are the forklift certification, but I think the stand-up.
The stand-up
is a winner.
harrowing for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it is. I'm not going to lie. You just think it's easy. It's going to be. Like,
I
I'm
don't think
scared
it
to
will
do
be
it.
easy.
No, it's not going to be easy. I'm still nervous to do it.
I think most
just be
comedians
really
bomb their
drunk.
first time.
Yeah, that's the key to it, eh?
As long as you don't mind just like awkward silence for 5 minutes.
I think. See, for me,
That's a long
see, for
time.
me, I don't mind awkward stuff because I'm an
Yeah.
awkward person. I'll do it. I'm not going to like it when people don't laugh at my material, but I'm happy
I
to do
think
the
that's
stand
the
up
winner.
Maybe
I
we
think that's
put a
hilarious.
poll out on the socials and we just see.
and sit on the pole.
I think we leave it open.
You
for
got
another
jokes,
couple.
bro.
Yeah.
We get some more suggestions coming in.
Yeah.
No, we'll shortlist it as we go.
This is his nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, it's a nightmare for
Pretty
him.
close I came to getting inked last year, right? And Montoya's already put me behind the ball.
You know what's crazy though? That's 5 minutes of humiliation. I have this thing on my leg.
This is a
Sorry,
valid
swear
point.
word.
Yeah.
I have this thing on my leg for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I think you can put up with 5 minutes.
No. When you record something, that stays with you for the rest of your life.
Digital footprints or something.
All right. Well, there we go. Then we've got a few things.
Yep.
When are we going to give it when are we going to have a cutoff from it? So,
Magic round.
Ooh,
Nah, that's too far.
too far.
I think.
No, we need to
I think
lock
round
this.
4.
Round 4.
4. Round 4 is a cutoff.
Yep.
All right.
For the punishment.
Okay.
Imagine if you go 0-4.
Oh, bro.
Not Owen Wilson.
Start writing
0-4.
your jokes. I'm just going to
I
get a
am.
notes app going.
I'm writing jokes.
Right.
You're not listening to them. Jeez.
How about that drive-in?
Yeah.
Guess that's what
You can't just say movie quotes.
Yeah, I know.
Just going to do puns.
I just flew
NRL
in
players'
and
names.
boy,
I'm
are
just
my
gonna
arms tight.
I'm going to be in the back going, boo!
Yeah, that's probably the worst part. We'll all be there.
Yes. I hope there's people like you in there.
What's the deal?
What's the deal with the economy these days?
I think it's a good
I
punishment.
think we should get
Yeah,
out
it's
of
up
here.
there. It's definitely up there. Watching one of us squirm.
Yeah. I actually came up with that one. That was mine.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious. That was mine. I put that in there. You're welcome.
Should we pick a multi?
Oh, yeah, we should probably do
Speaking of,
So we had a system last week.
Does anyone remember what it was?
Yes, I went. Whoever lost.
Did Fogs pick
went
first?
I went first. Yeah.
Yep.
So is it my turn next now?
No.
No, you're last. Isn't that how? Because you didn't get it right. Is that how we're doing?
I think you should get first dibs because you were the.
Oh, okay.
I'd have thought we just said we were
Understand.
doing clockwise, anti-clockwise around the time. Because I went after you.
We'll start. You got a silly hat
Yeah,
on
okay,
you.
Oscar, you go first.
So he wanted it, but now he's.
I'm going to take, I'm previewing this on the Ned's socials this week as well, but I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to back Paramatta to beat the Melbourne Storm in NRL round 1 at home.
They have
Just,
not lost.
just straight up, outright.
I'm going to take the line because I'm a coward.
Oh, you
and I'm
coward.
scared. But I'm tipping them to win as well. So Eels plus 5.5, you're getting $1.96.
Okay.
While we're on the subject,
Why am I doing that? I should just give them plus 6, shouldn't I?
Round 1, punters, the 4 of us have a hosted pot on the Ned's app. All 4 of us are having a crack on the Broncos-Panthers game.
Yep.
You can join in on the fun by opening the Ned's app and using the code opinions, I believe it is. And we're all in there. We've got our own podcast group now. We're going to have a hoot, a holler, and a laugh on that first
And win
Broncos
some
game.
money. You forgot the
Hell
last thing.
yeah.
And win some money for you punters. All right?
No
That's-
guarantee.
No
no.
guarantee.
Gamble
and,
responsibly.
And if we don't, you have to spray Jarrell. That was not us two. I've been sprayed enough by the punters.
Yep.
Punters, I will do my best to win you some money. That's all I can say.
Okay.
So who's up next?
You go.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, you may as well.
Okay. I was going to go in the Parramatta game. I was going to actually go. I was going to put my nuts on the table.
Para to win.
I was going to go Para to win, but I'm not going to stay away from it now.
We both liked Knights last week, so hopefully that's a good omen.
I believe that the Roosters will get the job done in New Zealand.
Just $1.52.
Scrape it in by the skinnier nuts, eh?
I don't know. I might actually take the line. What's the line?
5.5.
5.5.
One try.
Yeah. $1.90? Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yep.
East's to win, eh?
Your cutoff's 150, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
The blind,
I was
I like
trading
that.
a little bit
Blind,
close to it,
$1.50.
and I don't want to be the person this year that you guys come back to and
Skirts
go,
the line, yeah.
you're disgusting. You went 2 cents over it.
No. Hey, no one remembers
I do. I will
that
remember.
at the end of the season.
Yeah, no, they remember.
Get your goose face out. Mate. Okay, that's mine. So I've gone minus 5.5.
Look me in the beak when I'm talking to you.
My beak's up here.
I've gone the line minus 5.5, $1.90 the Roosters.
Yeah, I like that.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go Penrith plus 7.5 on Friday night.
Plus 7.5.
Yep.
Oh, so we are being cowards?
Yeah, it's got to be done. I just want to get a multi up as well. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
$1.58 for that one.
What have you gone?
Penrith plus 7.5.
7.5.
Close game against the Bronx.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
That makes me think I should give Eels an extra point, eh? Anyway, go on, Fogs. Where were you?
I'm also going to look in the Bronx Panthers game, and I'm taking a 2-try scorer, 2 blokes to combine for 1 try, like I did last week.
to combine.
I'm taking
score.
Gemmett and Walshy to combine for 1+ try,
Ooh.
$1.60. I think that's great value for those two.
Of course you do.
$1.60. Where are we here?
By the way, loving the new markets.
Thank you, my man.
In Ned's.
It's all my hard work.
And I'm not even saying this because
It's a little pet
I work
project of
here.
yours,
yeah. I've been coding away.
Working like a slave.
Yeah.
All right, so we got
It's got to be over $10, surely.
it is actually,
Yes,
yeah.
that's what
Eels plus 5.5, Roosters minus 5.5, Penrith plus 7.5, Shibasaki and Reece Walsh to have 1+ try combined. $10.46.
Not bad at all.
$10.46. Anything over 10 I think is a good multi.
Yep.
Is that worth putting on in the hosted pot? Or
we can do that.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we better.
Yeah.
We
Very
better.
nice.
So we will be hosting that pot too for the Broncos Penrith game.
Yep.
Friday night.
It's already open. Use code opinions to join our group. The pot is open. $25 buy-in. It will close a half hour before kickoff. We'll throw all the bets on. I reckon majority of them will be Broncos. So just do with that information what you will.
No, he won't be.
Not the main multi.
He'll be death riding us. He's death riding.
No, we're a
You said that before the mics were on.
We're a family. Family is forever.
Oh, what a rush, gentlemen. What a rush.
All right, lads, that'll do us for this week. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Fog.
No,
Start writing your stand-up pieces, boys.
Ryan, thank you. We never say thank you each week, but you steer the ship.
Steering the ship?
And hopefully into an iceberg this year would be nice.
Oh, okay.
We've done that before. We can do that
Because
again.
I like cold baths. That's what I'm saying.
Don't your followers know it?
And Rich, thank you again. You piece of work.
And Mazda and used Mazdas.
We'll see you next week.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website